Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first lecture of the semester. We are going to be completing the guided project 1-2 in week 2 together this week, and then you will be working on the two independent projects on your own independently. In this guided project, the skills covered will be open and edit an existing document, change line spacing, change paragraph spacing, use show hide, change font size and apply color, styles, and effects, cut and paste to move a paragraph, use drag and drop to move a paragraph, apply a shadow text effect, use the format painter, use spelling and grammar checker, and add document properties. You will need to download your instructions. And for PC users, use Office for Windows. Mac users, make sure that you use for the Mac users. There is a difference between the two. It comes up as a PDF. I like to print mine. For those that are on campus, or if you're lucky enough to have two monitors or at home, you can split your screen and move your instructions to the other side to follow. There is a start file for every assignment. Sometimes you will see a resource file. In those resource files, that could be pictures or potentially another Word document or an Excel document to use as a download. So go ahead and start the file and open the online learning -01 docs start file. If the document opens in protected view, which it will, click the enable editing button. And now we're going to save the document. Just a couple of quick things. When I'm lecturing, I will give you the fastest way to do a move, because when you take your final is 50 minutes and you have about 40 questions. So the fastest way is not to click and move your mouse to do file, go to the backstage view and go to save as. The fastest way really is to do F12, which is just using your computer key, your keyboard. Find the file that you need, and remember, don't change the name, and then just save it. Change the line and space or the paragraph spacing on the entire document. To do this, we are going to press Control A to select the entire document. Click the paragraph launcher located in the Home or Layout tab paragraph group. These are launchers. It looks like a half of a square with an arrow. Those are called launchers, and you can see that the launchers are located on every tab in the ribbon. There's launchers. Okay, so just be mindful of that. The arrows in that you see located in other areas are called drop down boxes. Okay, so those are called drop down boxes. Just be mindful of that. Drop down boxes. So we want launcher. In the line spacing area, select multiple from the drop down box. And in the at area, you want type in 1.2. Change the after spacing to 12 and then click OK to close the paragraph dialog box. Turn on Show Hide if it's not already on, and delete the one extra blank line between each paragraph, including after the title. Change the font and font size of the entire document. Select the entire document, Control A, change the font to Cambria, change the paragraph spacing, alignment, font size, styles, effects, and color of the title. Select the title of the document, Online Learning Information, click the Layout tab. Change the before spacing to 36 and change the after spacing to 18. Click the center button located in the Home tab in the paragraph group. Click the font launcher in the font group on the Home tab and change the font style to bold and change the font size to 24. In the effects area, click the small caps checkbox. Click the font color drop-down list and change to blue, gray, text 2. And you will notice when you hover over something that the name pops up, so you don't have to sit there and guess. So blue, gray, text 2. Click the Advanced tab, click the spacing drop-down list and choose Expanded. Change the by to 1.2. Click OK to close the font dialog box. Next, move the paragraphs in the document and insert a heading. Select the last paragraph in the document, including the paragraph mark at the end of the document. Click the Cut button in the Home tab in the Clipboard group or press Ctrl X. And again, I like to use my keyboard. Ctrl X. Place the insertion point before the second line of the document where it says Definition of Online Learning Modalities and paste. Click the Paste button or Ctrl V. Click at the beginning of the pasted paragraph and type "Where are we now with online learning?" and press enter. Select the paragraph that begins with hybrid course, including the paragraph mark at the end of the paragraph. Move this paragraph using the drag and drop method so it appears before the paragraph that begins with television and teleweb course. So that is a left click, hold it, and move it before the T for television, and then release. Format selection headings in the document and use the Format Painter. Select the first heading, Where are we now with online learning, including the question mark, and click the font launcher and change the size to 12. Change the font color to blue-gray, text 2. Change the underline style to double underline. Change the underline color to blue-gray, text 2. If the effects in the effects area, click the all caps checkbox and click OK. Click the text effects and typography button, which is right here, and you're going to choose or place your pointer on the shadow and select offset diagonal button right. Again, if you hover, the names will show up, and this just happens to be the first one, lucky for us. Go ahead and select that. With the formatted heading still selected, click the Format Painter button and select the next heading, Definition of Online Modalities, to apply. Format paragraph headings in the document. Select the first paragraph heading which says online course, and then don't forget that you're also going to need to select the colons. Click the font launcher and change the font style to bold. Change the font color to blue, gray, text 2. In the effects area, click small caps and click OK. Use the Format Painter now to change the other paragraph headings. With the online course heading still selected, double click the Format Painter. This will leave it on because we have several to select now. So go ahead and select the first one, which is hybrid course. And again, don't forget the colon. Next, television or teleweb course. And then last, web enhanced course. Click the Format Painter again to turn off the Format Painter. Now we're going to do spell check. The instructions are not quite right in this, so be mindful of that. Right click the first misspelled word, management, and choose the correct spelling from the list of options. We only have one option. Repeat this process for the word potion, because it should be portion, and then ignore all. And what they really wanted us to do is to turn on, underneath of the review tab is the grammar and the spelling, which is also F7 if you wanted to use your keyboard. So we are going to go through now and ignore all or ignore once. So it's checking the grammar now. So just ignore. And that's it. Spelling and grammar check is complete. Just say OK. Now select the sentence in the parentheses at the end of the document, including the parentheses. And you are going to press Control I. And let me just do that one more time. So Control I, that is italics. Next, we're going to add document properties using the Properties dialog box. Click the File tab to go to Backstage View and click the Info button if it's not already selected. Click the Properties button on the right and choose Advanced Properties. The Property dialog box does open. Click the Summary tab if it is not already selected. In the title area, type Online Learning Information. I will tell you that you cannot have any typos when you're using SimNet or doing a document because it will count you off and count it wrong. So just proofread quickly as you are typing and after you type. Next, go to the subject area and type online learning. And in the author, your name should appear in there. Type Tanisha Morris as the author. Again, don't forget to proofread what you've done. When you're done with that, click OK. And then click the back arrow in the upper left side of the Backstage View to return to the document. Go ahead and click Save to save the document and close it. And now let's upload our file. And I'm not for sure where you saved yours, but hopefully you've saved it in a place where you can find it quickly. And when it's ready, it'll say yes, submit, or no, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. We'll save it in SimNet as a draft, and you can go back and edit. But we're going to go ahead and submit this, and it's going to grade it immediately after doing it. So there, now you have it. Hopefully you've gotten 100% like I did. If you didn't, I've given you 3 attempts on your homework, and 2 attempts on your quiz. Don't forget that. If it's wrong, it will show partial or a full incorrect. And you would just go down and click those to see what you got wrong so that you can change those. And it does highlight this. Now look, don't redo the entire thing if you missed one thing because I gave you 3 attempts to get your 100. Download your submitted file here, open it back up, and whatever it said that you got wrong here is what you're going to want to change in the document that you just submitted. Don't do the document. So let me take you back to this page where we just submitted. You can see that I've got 1 attempt done out of 3 and I got 100. If you continue to exhaust your attempts, which is fine, if you do all 3 for any of your projects will disappear. They're going to disappear anyway after September 3rd, as well as your exam. Once you're done with your exam, this disappears as well. The only thing that doesn't disappear within week 2, or for that matter, any of these weeks, is your book. Your book is open until the end of the 16 weeks, albeit you still have a due date here. So don't forget, get your chapter reading done first, then get your projects done and go in order. Guide it first, then the lowest independent number, and then the highest one because they progressively get harder as you go. And then round out week 2 or any week that you're in with your quiz. All right, that's it. Remember, if you have a question, I'm only a click away, and that is in Ask Dr. Barnes a Question tab. Good luck.